Yeah. We are live. I am with
Hello, everybody.
Morris Gautreau and Glen Kellaway from the basement, although he's not in his basement. He's live.
I'm not. I'm
No.
south, man.
Yep.
I was going to do this from outside, but it's so freaking hot out there right now.
Yeah.
It's like 80 some degrees and the sun's just beating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice out here too. It's the nicest day we've had so far this year.
What's it like at home, Larry?
It's overcast and coolish, but not too bad.
Do we have any snow left?
Very little. I'm
Good.
sorry. It's
Oh,
not
that's good.
Glen.
The whole idea is to come home to no snow.
Zafra, yes, hello.
Gang 3. Here comes the high quality.
Ernest.
Well, Glen's with us, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'll bring it down a bit.
So I wanted to show again, in case nobody saw the video. This is Morris's artwork. Isn't that a handsome drawing of somebody, whoever it is?
You look. I keep looking at that, thinking you look like somebody in that picture, and I can't think of who it is. It's going to come to me.
Yeah. So how long would it take you to on average to do something like this or the other ones you did?
It depends on when I can find the time and the focus to do it too. Usually I work on the weekends. That's usually the best time for me to work it out. But I try to work in the afternoons before work whenever possible too. Especially once I start getting into it. Yeah, then I always wanting to finish it.
Yeah. Those are cool.
Just the starting part is the hardest part.
This one,
once I get the pencils down, then the rest becomes fun.
That's pretty awesome there.
That's probably my favorite of the, I mean, they're all excellent, but that's
my favorite one too.
So explain again how you do it.
It's just little dots. I have different size pens. I use different size pens in that. I have them right here on the side, and they have different widths to it. Like, just show you a couple of examples. I'm sure these are the right ones. Yeah. So I don't know how well you're going to see that, but this is like a 0.1 plus 0.01 of a millimeter, right? Then I got the next one up here. I got the 0.05. Oh, that's upside down. Yeah, 0.05. And then for the really fine detail, okay, and like for some of the smooth transition, that's a 0.005 of a millimeter. The tip is so microscopically tiny in that. Sometimes I use a magnifying glass in front of it just to make sure I'm getting the right spacing.
Wow, you have to have so much patience.
I enjoy it. I find it meditative.
You must have some tomato soup before you start.
No.
He's going to do that with your Frank Zappa drawing.
Yeah.
Pointillism.
Pointillism. That's it. Yeah. I don't do it too often, but when I like using it here and there for effect because it can make a really nice effect.
Buffalo Springsteen. I like that.
That'd be a fun band name, eh?
It would.
I can't draw at all. I mean, I can do stupid, funny faces, but that's about
I did it for a while, about years and years ago. I tried to get into sketching and stuff, and you get better as you do it, right? It's like anything. It's like picking up an instrument or doing anything. When you start, you suck, and if you keep at it, you gradually improve.
For beginners, what I suggest you do is you get some pencils like these here, and you can and you have the different hardness, right? And what you do, you start off with the hardest one where you have the lightest lines, and when you're putting in your lines, go extremely light. You're just like they're barely there, and then you can kind of work around where you want your shape to go. And if you're not liking where it can go, you can always take an eraser and erase it off. There's no harm in that. And you just keep doing it until the shape comes out the way you want it. And then once you're sure about a shape that is nice, then you can go in and do some of the heavier lines. So getting yourself a pencil set like this is a really good place to start.
That's cool. Well, we've got 4 people watching, Glenn.
Really? So
and you thought I wasn't popular.
So there's 3 of us, and we're outnumbered by 1.
Oh,
What a bunch
5.
of losers.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
us.
we'll gain some as we go along.
I
don't think so.
Yeah.
So what day are you going to be home, Glenn?
Tuesday.
Excellent. Can you
Tuesday
take me?
night.
Good. Can you take me to the Via train station Wednesday morning? Thanks, Glenn.
Where are you going?
To London.
Back again?
Yes.
Holy crap.
Yes, Glenn.
Wednesday morning, I probably could.
And then pick me up Saturday at 2 in the afternoon.
I got to work on Saturday, so I'm not sure yet. I don't know if it's an afternoon game or not. I might be screwed for Saturday.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, but I could probably take you. What time do you have to leave for the train?
The train leaves at 8:10 in the morning on Wednesday.
Holy crap, Larry! I'm going to have driven for 12 or 13 hours on Tuesday.
So, it's worth it for me, and I'm going to throw you $5 for gas.
Oh boy!
And I'll give you these CDs.
Yeah, and I'll give you Joe Walsh.
Yeah.
All right, I should be able to do that.
Yeah. Anyway.
You're going back to London already? Because you know why? Because of the cats. Of
course. No, no. Molly.
No.
I want to see Molly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And the cats.
Freaking cats.
I knew that.
And I don't like those names, Larry.
We've changed them.
What is it now? Did you pick something good?
Bo for the male and Sissy for the female.
Bo is better than
Bro and sis.
Yeah.
Bo and sister.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a little better. Bro and Sissy were, I don't know. Bro and sis just seem kind of weird. I didn't like it. Larry. One bit.
We didn't name them for you, Glenn.
I know, but I was. You guys are much more creative than that.
We were going to name them Jerry and Garcia.
Yeah, that would have been good. I would have liked. I would like Beetle and Sparks. I don't think that would have done it.
So.
Or Glenn and Morris.
Yeah.
Or Glenn and Glenda.
Yeah. So I just saw your video today, Glenn. Tell the people some of the new.
I got nothing here to show. It's all.
No. Just say it.
Oh my God! I'm really excited about that. Yes, Close to the Edge deluxe set. I'm dying to hear that. And what else did I get? A whole bunch of Widespread Panic albums on colored vinyl, and I think I'm going home with 9 or 10 vinyl records and 20 CDs.
Wow!
So I did good, and I only spent for all that. I only spent $260 of my money, Canadian.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, it's good deals. I've been watching.
Everything else was on credits or.
Well, we're up to 9
watching now. How many are we up to now, Larry? 6?
9 viewers.
And I'm not onto the comments here. That's why I'm going, geez, this is like nobody's even commenting.
Yeah,
there we go.
People are commenting. I'm seeing.
See, you're like that.
I think the commenters are disappointing today. They got nothing to say.
Where is everybody?
Come on. Ask us a question.
I usually do this on my Canadian Studmuffin channel, though, so maybe they're not used to me being on this.
Something interesting here. We got nothing to say.
This album has grown on me.
Yep.
It's been growing on me. I like it a lot more than that first couple of times I heard it. Yeah.
What is that album, Lord? What is it?
Sparks.
That's Terminal Drive by Sparks.
Oh, okay.
My 2 favorite songs on that are When I'm With You and Stereo is awesome. Yeah.
When is their new album
I tend to agree with that.
Their new album is coming out in May, Glenn. I've already pre-ordered.
So what I might be doing, I'm not sure yet. We're still trying to figure it out whether we can pull it off or not. But my daughter and son-in-law will be working WrestleMania in Las Vegas in I think the 16th of April. That they'll be there for like a few days, and I'm trying to figure out a way to go down there because Dead and Company are playing at the Sphere. You know, that fancy arena they built in Vegas.
Yeah.
So I'm dying to go to that. So there's tickets available, and we're just trying to figure. When we get home, we'll try and figure it out if we can arrange it.
Cool.
All right.
Hey, so Glenn, one of my awesome subscribers had sent me a gift package of 4 CDs, and guess what he gave me? Frank Zappa, Hot
Well,
Rats.
I saw that last night in your channel, and we're only in it for the money.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
oh, but no, also Cheap Thrills and Son of Cheap Thrills.
Oh, Cheap Thrills, those ones are good. They're comps.
Yeah, I can't wait to get to them.
They are.
The only one I
There's some
played
good
so
stuff
far
on
was
those.
the Hot Rats, but I also ended up getting a couple of weeks ago Joe's Garage 1, 2, and 3.
Glenn's not a fan. He needs to listen to that
I
again.
think you will. I think you'll really like Joe's Garage. I just don't like the childishness of the lyrics in that one. It's kind of like
I like it. I like it a lot.
But the music's good. Music's great.
The music's awesome. Very good guitar work.
Yeah.
That's worth the ride right there. Just
wow, you got some good stuff there. Good for you, man.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
And your friend has Ralph, who's a bass player.
Robert Cormier. Yeah. He's a bass player.
I thought his name's Ralph.
Well, in this album that I sent Larry, he's the bass player on that.
Oh, yeah. Why am I calling him Ralph?
Francine McClure, she lives in my building.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they wanted me to send a copy of that with the package, and I said, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I don't know what you're going to think of it, but you're not going to find it bad. Yeah, I think you will like it. But again, there's like 4 French songs, but there is 2 English songs.
I can speak French. Oui.
See? Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Let me ask you guys a question, because I got challenged a couple of days ago, especially by your friend Robert there, that I wasn't responding to comments, and I am like a stickler to respond. I just don't. I know you told me to start doing thumbs up and stuff like that, which I didn't even know you should do that.
Yeah.
So you taught me. So I'm going to do that. But I've been told that I'm not answering some comments, and I think it's what it is people who are watching videos that are 2 weeks old and then commenting on them. Like how often do you go back and look like a video you did 2 weeks ago and see if there's new comments?
Well, it'll show where I look. It shows if they're like for an older video if there's a comment.
Where do you look?
It's in YouTube Studio.
In the studio?
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe I got to start looking there.
I got to start looking there more often.
I'm clearly missing comments, and I hate doing that because I like to respond to every one.
And what I hate about YouTube is somebody will leave just a normal comment, right? And I have it set up so all comments should go through, but they still don't. And so it's hidden. I have to approve it, but there's nothing bad. It's just a regular stupid comment, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes, like, I wish the notifications would let me know of every comment. If they could only do that, that would help things so much. Because I do like hearing about.
Hey, Larry, I'm here with my boyfriend, Rory Gallagher, who is becoming a big fan of your high-quality entertainment. Well, thank you.
Her husband doesn't like you so
Larry's
much.
The best.
Her boyfriend Rory's over, and he likes you.
Studio
notifications. Okay. I will look.
A pocket full of heap. If you want to come on, I'll give you the link.
I will look and see.
Yeah, like YouTube is always like stupid.
Glitchy. I say they're glitchy.
Yeah.
Larry's the king. Larry King.
Larry King.
Bruce is-
That's my middle name.
Yeah. Larry's been married 14 times like Larry King too.
Molly doesn't know that.
And he's paying alimony to every wife.
That's why
he's begging for money on Patreon.
Yeah.
Well, some of the recent music I've been getting lately, besides the Black Sabbath, because I've been
Boris,
really
what's some of the music you've been getting into lately?
Oh, this here, the David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust.
Never heard of them.
Great album, eh?
That's awesome. That's really good. I got the bonus tracks with John, I'm Only Dancing,
Yep.
Velvet Goldmine, Sweet Head, and a couple of different like Ziggy Stardust and Lady Stardust. But the album itself is just it's better than I was expecting.
Really?
I knew it was going to be good, but it's really good.
Do you have any more Bowie albums or just that one?
That's the only one I have for now, but it's a start. I will be getting more. Yeah.
Man Who Stole the World and Hunky Dory, they're all that whole period there is really good. And you could also look for Mick Ronson, who plays guitar. He's got a couple of solo albums that are really good that are pretty easy to find in the used bins too.
Okay, cool. That's cool. And thanks to Larry Graves making me look for him. I ended up getting that Joe Walsh Greatest Hits, and I like this too. This is really rocking.
Let's give Larry all the credit for Joe Walsh.
Yep. Yeah, the kiddies are doing really well. They're very happy, and they're just getting a new cat tower. I think it was already delivered today. So this nice big long.
Molly actually kicked Larry out of the house because he was using the kittens as oven mitts. He was taking casserole dishes out of the oven, and
you got to do what you got to do. The latest one I bought was Goblin with Fear, the Ultimate Collection. Is that a band, Goblin?
Goblin with Fear. I've never heard of that.
The band's called Fear. The name of the album is called Goblin.
Oh,
okay. Never heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, heavy metal band or?
Yeah, it's a good band. I haven't heard them in a long time, but I am aware of them. I would want to listen to some of that again. I'm pretty sure I remember it was good.
Do you know, Larry, what is your favorite John Lennon song? So for the Beatles, it would be A Day in the Life, even though it's like a Paul song too. And my favorite solo song by John would probably be Mother. Goblin is the band.
Goblin is the band.
Goblin is the band. Oh, I was wrong. Okay.
Yellow, Yellow.
Hello. I think
that's a band, Yellow. I know that.
But there is a band called Fear that wasn't a bad band at all, if I remember correctly.
So that's why the kittens are meowing when I use them as oven.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Well, that's an interesting favorite John Lennon song, isn't it? I don't think many people would pick anything off of sometime in New York as a favorite John Lennon song. I mean, not that it's a bad album, but it's definitely probably his weakest of all the solo albums, I would say.
What's your favorite John Lennon solo song, Glenn?
Oh my God, that's a hard one.
Number 9, Dream.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I think it might be God off of the first album.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the way John sings, Maybe I'm Amazed, is just so amazing. You can tell he's a real fan.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. That's the wrong Beatle.
Glenn, we have 15 viewers.
15, wow.
Yeah.
It's almost worth continuing.
I still think
why did we tell people we're doing a live chat? That's what ruined it.
Larry, we went for we went to this place. There's like 6 lakes in Orlando that are all joined together by these canals. And you go
That's
through
cool.
these canals, and they're all like, it's these big, like 500-year-old oak trees and bamboo trees and everything. You go right through these narrow canals. It's like you can hardly get a boat through. And we went through and toured all the lakes and you wouldn't believe them. This place is dripping in frickin' money, Larry. There's people there. There's a college here called I think it's called Roland College, and it's $75,000 tuition per year to go to this place. Paul McCartney's stepdaughter went there, so they're talking about when Paul was there and played at the chapel and all that stuff. But man, the homes and everything, it was really cool.
Cool. All right.
So when's the last time you listened to a Beatles record, Larry?
That's a good question. I listened to A Hard Day's Night 2 days ago, Glenn.
I don't have that one yet.
What about you, Morris?
For me, the latest one I listened to, I think it was Yellow Submarine.
When?
And well, I watched the movie too. I watched the whole movie.
Side 2 of that, I think, is the best side of any Beatles record.
It's growing on me. It's still not the best stuff, of course.
I've never listened to it.
I think everybody takes it off at the end of side 1. I don't think anybody listens.
I'm going to let it play.
Really?
Because it does fill out the album. I think it's a nice, sweet send off to the first part. I like it, so I'll keep it playing. Yeah. And I played all of side 1 of this. That was great. That was good. I need to play side 2.
There's some gems on there. It's fun to hear the early rock and roll songs and stuff, you know.
It really is, and I love the way they do it. And all the little interviews, all those little interviews in that, it really gets hear the band as they were back then, how great they were.
It'd be fun to parody. It's kind of a fun video to do to rank the side 2 of Yellow Submarine.
You'd get 10 viewers.
You won't get any views for that.
Cold Turkey is a great
Cold Turkey. I almost picked that.
Yeah. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, the first time I heard Cold Turkey was on the radio, and I really thought it was a Beatles song.
Yeah.
Because that was really early when...
Well, he was still... The Beatles hadn't broken up yet when it was released, right?
Yeah.
Cold Turkey.
Have you heard Cold Turkey, Morris?
I don't know. Is it on this?
John Lennon. No, it's a John Lennon.
Oh, John Lennon? No, I don't know. I don't think I heard that yet. There's a lot of music I need to catch up on, especially like John Lennon.
Working Class Hero is a great pick, too. Good one, Ernest. That whole first album I could pick is my favorite songs. I love that album.
So when is the last time, Glenn, that you played a Beatles solo album? I mean,
well,
besides
I probably
the
played
CD
Beatles
Exchange.
solo albums since probably McCartney. I probably played Band on the Run or Venus and Mars in the last month, I would say.
Oh, yeah. Crippled Inside.
That's a good track. I mean, do you ever play the John Lennon rock and roll album?
No, I've got it, but I don't like it.
I don't either. I thought he did a terrible job on that. I'm disappointed. That could have been a great record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was too involved in substances and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he was working with Phil Spector, which didn't help.
No. He didn't do justice to those songs. That could have been a really good record. That could have rocked.
Yep. Love.
Yeah, Love's a great song.
This has
No,
to
I need
be
to listen to more.
this has to be the most exciting live chat I've ever done.
You think so? How come it's so exciting?
Yeah, you
Well,
would
there's
think
18
so.
viewers, but nobody's leaving comments. Come
Commenting.
on, leave some comments.
Stand
There's
by Me is
something-
good.
Yeah, see, I don't like his version of Stand By Me. It's a great song, but I don't like it.
Stand By Me was good.
I recently played Ringo on January 2nd.
Yeah, Ringo's a good album.
Oh, the Ringo album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could listen to that.
Hey there, fellas.
Hey
What
there,
happened to
Ringo.
Ringo? Didn't he have a special on TV, or is it not
Yeah.
aired yet? Is it?
Yeah, it was
not
on,
aired yet?
and Billy Strings was on too.
You know what?
No,
I
but
can't watch
no, he wasn't always on. Like, I think Billy Strings sang a song by himself.
Oh,
when it-
really?
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't all
Oh,
Ringo. Yeah,
I would have liked to seen that then. So did you see the Rick Beato interview with Billy Strings?
yeah, it was really
He
good.
mentions he mentions the Ringo playing with Ringo on that album. He never met Ringo.
I like
Ringo-
Instant Karma.
Ringo sent him the tapes, and he just played his part.
No, but
He
I
didn't
don't-
meet Ringo until the show and that they recorded for the TV show.
Wow,
That's the first time he met him.
wow. And then he said to Ringo, "So you're Ringo.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you."
So it's weird. So Ringo never, all those guest artists, Ringo never got in the studio and played with them.
They just sent him the files or whatever.
Yeah, which really just, I don't know. I'm disgusted by that frickin' record. Everybody brag. It just
I
makes
haven't
me
met
ill.
Ringo either. Did you see Ringo in concert, Glenn?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw the first Ringo All-Star Band with Joe Walsh and
wow.
Clarence Clements and the guys from the band, Rick Danko and
That would have been cool.
and Levon Helm, and oh man, it was great. We all know Klaus Foreman.
Yeah, we know him.
Yeah.
I don't.
Great artist, great bass player. Played in Manfred Mann, played on all the John Lennon solo
He did the
albums.
drawing
Okay,
for the Beatles
cool.
Revolver, Morris.
Okay, that's
The
cool.
artist.
Yeah. Klaus was like when the Beatles went to Hamburg to play before they were famous. That's where they met Klaus Foreman, and they were lifelong friends after that, ever since.
Really dig Photograph.
Yeah, Photograph's such a great song.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's an interesting question because Paul has a lot of good live albums.
That Amoeba is,
That's a good
I don't know if you've ever heard it, but I think that is my favorite. I know most people would say the Wings that
Wings.
what is it called?
I really like the one he did. It was called Tripping the Live Fantastic. I
Fantastic,
think
yeah.
it was called Tripping the Light Fantastic or Live. I don't know. I
And
really
then
like
that recent one with where he did the Band on the Run songs. You like that one too?
Yeah. Mhm. Oh, yeah. Klaus was producing too. Interesting.
Imagine by John Lennon and All You Need Is Love by the Beatles. Those songs are very relevant now. This is
Yeah,
really
no
needed
kidding.
in this world now.
No kidding.
Yeah.
We could use some John right about now. I'll tell you that. The world would be a better place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one hand
that's
clapping is really good.
One
Larry
hand
lent me that. Larry lent me that in a thing. I'm still trying to find a used copy of it somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, all I'm missing is A Hard Day's Night and Past Masters. Those are the ones I really need.
Those are two big ones you gotta get.
They are big ones. Yeah.
Hard Day's Night's one of my favorite Beatles albums. I think that's a really strong album. I'd say out of their first four, if you take their first, so Please Please Me, with the Beatles, Hard Day's Night was the third, right?
Yep. And
Yeah,
then
I
Beatles
think
for Sale.
like Hard Day's Night's like the standout album of those three. When did
There's
you first
20
see the movie, Larry?
What's that?
When did you first see the Hard Day's Night movie?
I think I saw it when it came out,
At
but
the show?
I was so young, I don't really I do
Yeah.
remember it, but I don't. And then I've got the Blu-ray for Helping a Hard Day's Night.
I think I told you my parents surprised me and took me to the drive-in to see it
Oh yeah.
when I was a kid.
Ooh,
I was
yeah.
11. I was 11 years old, and yeah, totally. After seeing them and Ed Sullivan and buying the early records and stuff, and then I think it was that summer that the movie came out, and
That would
yeah,
be
we were.
cool.
Yeah, they surprised me. We're going to go to the drive-in, which we used to do as a family a lot, and we're driving up, and it's a Hard Day's Night. My parents sat through it for me, so it was that was cool.
Yeah. Gentlemen, an album you love that everybody hates.
Oh,
I
can I
don't know
pick
what
for
everybody
Larry?
hates, but I would say that a lot of fans aren't crazy about. I would say Yes's Tornado, which I think is a great album. What about you, Glenn?
I think pretty much my whole collection, it seems like everybody hates. I don't know. I'd pick something obscure, Flat and Scruggs at Carnegie Hall.
No, that later Grateful Dead album, right? With Touch of Grey, that wasn't very popular.
Well,
really.
Actually, it was very popular. That's the biggest selling record.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very popular.
Yeah.
That's a hard one. I don't know.
Yep.
Probably
I've got
my
his
DNA
first solo album, and I Wasn't Made for These Times, and 3 or 4 others. Yep. Well, see ya, Larry, Glenn, and Morris. I guess Jay's leaving.
Well, thanks for dropping by,
Yeah.
Jay.
Glad we entertained you.
Yeah.
I really love A Hard Day's Night.
The heck with All You Need Is Love. All Glenn needs is our gloves.
Our gloves. Not...
Love Beach. Oh my God.
That would be one that,
loves Love Beach.
The worst album cover.
Calling All Stations by Genesis.
I have never heard Calling All Stations.
Yeah, I've got that.
And what's on it that's so bad? Is that a Phil Collins album?
It's not bad, but it's just, it's really not Genesis.
Is that a Phil Collins led album?
Phil isn't on it.
Oh, who's on it?
Some other lead singer.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Maybe I'll give it to you in a CD exchange. It's not bad. Yeah.
So who's in the band? Tony Banks, Mike Rutherford?
The Mike Rutherford and Tony Banks, and then this lead singer guy.
So Phil left, and then they brought another dude in?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Okay, there it is. Ray Wilson. Yeah. He's a good singer. Ray Wilson.
I had no idea.
Yep.
And what's Ray Wilson doing today? Like, was that it? His claim to fame? Like 5 minutes of fame? And
I'm sure
happy
he's
birthday,
still doing
Barry.
okay. Yeah, happy birthday, Barry. Yeah, I'm sure he's like a known singer, so I'm sure he's doing okay.
Wow.
Love and Mercy, probably, Dino. Love and Mercy. Really nice song.
I couldn't name a Brian Wilson solo song.
No, me neither.
I think I need to give you one more Beach Boys song.
I don't think you do, Larry. I'm still stuck on this Ray Wilson thing. I'm shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't know there was a Genesis album without Phil or Peter.
No. Yeah. And I could have bought it. Yes, I could have bought it this morning at the used store I was at this morning for like $5.
Yeah.
I should have bought it.
Yeah.
Damn. I should go back and get it. Oh, that's crazy. I freaking love Genesis now. Absolutely just now. I mean, now I got to go back and start revisiting the Phil Collins albums to see, because they were the ones I liked. But I don't think I'm nearly gonna. I think I'm going to be disappointed in them now that I'm a fan of the.
Yeah, I think they're a bit too poppy for me.
Yeah. What was I going to say though? I forgot. I was going to make a point, but
your point was well made.
Tomorrow, Barry. Happy birthday, Barry.
Yeah. When is your birthday, Glenn?
Are you writing this down?
Just a minute, because I got something for you. I
Okay.
actually bought you. I should actually show it to you. I bought you a shirt, Glenn.
You bought me a shirt?
When I was in London, Ontario, I bought you a shirt.
Really? What's it say? London, welcome to London, Ontario, or something?
never.
My birthday is June 23rd, Larry.
June 23rd. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you. Just a second. All right. This is yours.
Hold on.
You ready?
See.
Now it's a 2 times extra large. That's what I wear.
Yeah, me too. That's good. That works. Oh, fuck. Oh, excuse my language. That's awesome.
That's nice.
Larry, that is fantastic.
Yeah, I like the
Happy
color.
Birthday, Glenn.
That's incredible. I love that.
That is great.
I'm bringing something back for you too, and I was going to surprise you with it, but I'll show you since you showed me. I got you a stapler, Larry.
I've never had a stapler, Glenn.
Yeah, and it works.
Oh, yeah, I have a stapler too.
Yeah.
Larry.
Wow. Larry, I'm stoked.
Yeah.
Are you going to give it to me Wednesday morning? Do I have to wait for my birthday?
Wednesday. You better be there Wednesday morning. Okay. Larry, what are your top 5 favorite Spark songs? Oh, there's too many. This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us, All That, The Decline and Fall of Me, Whippings and Apologies, and Popularity. Morris, what are your 5 favorite? Oh, there they are. Angst in My Pants, Plagiarism, This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us, Angst in My Pants, The Number One Song in Heaven, and Trials for the Human Race.
Yeah,
wow.
That might have changed by now, but I don't really think so. That still looks pretty correct to me. So yeah, that's what I have it still written down from last time. Oh yeah.
We are preparing a new CD exchange video. It's going to be the best one ever, because Glenn is finally going to give me some good CDs. I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to work on it that when you get back from London.
Ernest, my birthday is Wednesday, guys. Each of you can send me $50 telepathically.
There, you got $150
in your bank account any minute.
There you go. Enjoy the money.
Great shirt, Larry. I might keep it, actually.
That's a freaking awesome shirt.
Yeah. Look at that shirt. That I gave that to Morris. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, Grateful Dead.
Oh, you're gonna get something about that there.
So, Glenn, I know this is that's probably the Basement Tapes, right?
Yeah.
But you know that later live album with the Dead that's not very good, right?
Dylan and the Dead?
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
So was that just like, was the whole tour bad, or was it just?
No, I think some of the songs were good. For some reason, they picked a real lifeless group of songs.
Yeah, stupid, eh?
I don't think the tour worked out as well as they thought it would, but people liked it.
That's convenient.
That's cool. Same day.
My mother's name was
At least
June.
you won't forget it.
Oh, my wife's June 10th. Is his wife's name June? And that's his 10th wife?
My birthday's June 10th.
Bob, you've been married 10 times?
From Flats and Scruggs to Genesis. Yes, that's a great album.
Yeah, from Flat and Scruggs.
Amateur Hour and Something for the Girl with Everything. Yeah, Sparks. Thanks, guys. Great shirt, Morris.
Thanks to Larry. He's the one that sent it to me, and I cherish it.
Oh, he sent you a Sparks shirt.
Oh yeah, he did.
I was hoping you guys were going to raise money for me so I could get that new Grateful Dead set.
That is something we can do right now.
I think so.
If anybody wants to send me money through my PayPal, CanadianStubmuffin@gmail.com, I'll add up the money and I'll send it to.
I need $1,000. So how many people are watching?
25.
Okay, so 25 people gave. How much would they have to give to get $1,000? 10 would be 250. $40 each.
Yeah, come on.
That's nothing. Make it $20
No,
each,
but
and we'll put
seriously,
the other
Glenn,
half in.
okay, I'm a huge fan of whatever, the Beach Boys, Sparks. I don't want a 60 disc CD of Sparks live. I don't know.
Yeah, but
It's a
How
lot.
would you have time to play it all?
well, Larry, I have my whole life. There's no time limit on
Oh,
it when you
Glenn,
buy it.
60, and you're going to listen to old 60 C. You won't
Well,
even
why not?
listen
You
to.
listen to this. I listen to the Grateful Dead all the time,
Oh,
every
It's
day.
true, though. There's
I
no
have a
time
whole.
limit.
I have a memory stick, like a USB stick that I take in the car. It's just all Grateful Dead live shows. Just
so does that make you fall asleep easier, or?
no, no.
Oh, not
See,
while driving.
no. If I have trouble falling asleep, I come on a live chat with you.
So, in case you missed the beginning, Morris did these drawings. Morris, you've got to do, like, seriously, he could make a living doing stuff like this,
No
right?
kidding. That's the best drawing of Hall & Oates I've ever seen.
That's funny. That is funny.
And so you said you're going to start one for Glenn?
A couple for Glenn.
Oh,
Hopefully,
a couple for Glenn.
it may take about 6 to 8 weeks to do in that, but
You
once they're
take your
done, I'll
time,
send
buddy.
it.
There's no
Yeah,
time limit.
There's no rush. Do you have anything in mind yet, like ideas or?
Oh yeah, I do have a few things in mind. I want it to be, recognizable as the Grateful Dead, but I want to make it look unique. It has to be unique. It has to be like nothing you've seen from them, but 100% represents them.
Oh, it's going to be exciting. I can hardly wait.
Because I like to try to make it look a little bit more original whenever possible.
Yeah, that's true. For $12,000, you can be Gene Simmons' roadie for a day. He can boss you around for a day, and it only costs you $12,000. That's serious. Like,
Wow.
he is doing that. I think Gene loves money.
He
No
does.
kidding. That man's a promoter.
Great Charlie Chaplin portrait, Morris.
Yep.
What is your favorite Frank Zappa live album? Mine is Bongo Fury.
Well, I like some of the live releases. I like the Roxy box set. The Roxy performances is amazing. I like the one called Does Humor Belong in Music, which is freaking awesome. Make a Jazz Noise Here is freaking amazing. Anything live with the 73, 74 band with the Ruth and Ian Underwood and George Duke and all those guys. For me, that's the sweet spot. Yeah, Joel was a big Deadhead, so he knows all that stuff. I mean, I wasn't going to those shows, but yeah, they certainly got a resurgence in the 80s with the album Larry mentioned. Once Touch of Grey and that stuff came out, it just became so cool to go to Dead shows.
Mm-hmm. They had a following.
So that box set, the 60 CDs, it's $1,000.
It's $599 US.
Oh, yeah.
And then if I had it shipped to my daughters, it's another $25, and so it's about $625. But it probably cost me $650 US, which is pretty close to $1,000 Canadian. And my wife gave me permission to get it if I wanted it. She said, just buy it. And I go, no, I just can't justify it. If I was a working man still, with a steady paycheck coming in every week, I would jump on it in 2 seconds.
But I know exactly what you mean, because for me, even though this here was only $75, it took me almost a good year before I justified buying it. It's my favorite album of all time, so I kind of wanted to have it. But yeah, I didn't buy it until I was able to justify buying it. It's like, okay, I have this extra money that I can now spend on it. So boom, I did. It's the only LP I own.
Oh wow.
It's a double picture disc. To put it on my wall, I have the albums and that well protected somewhere else where not a shred of dust will get to it. They're leaning perfectly upright. Oh yeah, made sure.
I like this. Dead concerts, hippies everywhere. They smoke pot and smell bad.
They went completely bohemian.
Have we had George on before? The guy above, the comment above, George Music for all 4 seasons?
No.
I don't. He seems like a newbie to me here.
Yeah, George Music for all 4 seasons.
Welcome,
George. Do you have like a YouTube channel like with videos? Let me know.
And not a bad price for 60 CDs. And it works out to $10 a disc. So.
Mm-hmm. You could say I sort of was in the Kiss Army way back in, when I was a kid. I bought the merchandise. I even sent away for the being in the army and that. So I had the patches and stuff. Oh yeah.
Wow.
So in other words, Gene Simmons has your money now.
Oh yeah, a little bit of it for sure. Especially with the Kiss stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm still not done with the Kiss stuff. I still got the 80s albums and the 90s albums that collect.
Morris, you can't be a fan of Sparks and Kiss. I'm sorry.
Yes, I can.
No.
It's all inclusive.
Yes, I can.
Oh, Lord.
Morris pushing back on his hero, Larry.
If that was the case, then I shouldn't be a fan of this. Weed. But I am. I do like it. I haven't listened to it in a bit, but I'm planning on.
You got to listen to it more, Glenn.
Morris, you love Larry so much that I think if he sent you the catalog of Celine Dion, you would be showing video saying how much you love it.
No.
Yeah, I think you would.
There's some stuff I don't like.
I think the
other day you said that you were into Charlie Pride. I'm not into Charlie Pride. I'm not into that.
No, that's Charlie. I was surprised when Larry said he liked Charlie Pride. That's that. What's wrong with you?
Kiss an angel, good morning.
I just remember the song Behind, wasn't it?
I remember that
when
song.
When she gets behind blue.
That's Charlie Rich, not Charlie Pride. Okay.
It's all the same to me.
I do have a YouTube channel, George's Music for All Seasons, and I'm sub to Larry and the gent with the baseball cap.
The base, yeah.
Who I can't remember his name. Apologies. I'm going to write that down. I'll check out your channel.
Well, that's good, George. My name's Glenn with one N, George. Glad to meet you. And I will definitely check out your channel. That's awesome.
Oh, wait, what about me? You can check out my channel too.
Can you please subscribe to Morris Gautreau's channel?
And George, on your channel, besides the Grateful Dead, let me know like what are some of your favorite bands that you talk about? I'm going to watch the Beatles Get Back tonight. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah. I need to check that out someday soon.
Wow, that's like how long? That's like 7-8 hours, isn't it, Larry?
Yeah.
Barry, you're gonna.
You know what, Morris? You could watch it. You could get Disney, like the free trial. I think there's a free trial for like a week, and then watch it, and then just
cancel.
My daughter's got all those channels down here, and I was thinking about watching that Beatles 64 thing. I haven't watched it.
Yeah. Well, you saw our review on it, right, Glenn?
Yeah,
you learned quite a bit.
Yeah, Larry and Molly's review of Beatles 64. Yeah, we watched it last night. That's our review. Siskel and Ebert.
Oh, you got another sub there, Morris. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I checked out the first episode and then half of the second one, but never finished it too long. Yeah, but I don't know. If you're a Beatles fan, I enjoyed every second. I
watched another 12 hours of it.
Yeah.
The next thing I really want to watch is that second disc to the Sparks Brothers documentary. That's what I'm really like looking forward to getting into. Yeah, I've seen that first part. I loved it, but I really
The
need to see
second
more.
disc has a lot of bonus stuff and then a complete live show.
Ah, yeah, I need to get a DVD. I gotta get a Blu-ray player. I do. I need to upgrade. Yeah.
I wish I still had the early Ween cassettes. Yeah, before they were signed, they were rough sounding
Oh,
and
as an
great.
indie band, they were putting out cassettes. Is that?
Yeah.
That would probably be worth a little bit nowadays.
Oh yeah.
I
Certain
can
type of
answer this
rare
question.
albums. Like,
I can answer this question. No, intelligently. Sweet Jane would be my favorite Lou Reed song. Thank you.
he has one favorite Lou Reed song. That's it.
I really like Walk on the Wild Side. That's one of my favorites.
Do you have a favorite George Harrison album? Is there anybody who doesn't pick All Things Must Pass?
I like 33 and a third too.
I like a few of them. I like Living in a Material World. That was a good one. George had a few good albums.
What are your favorite Zappa comedy songs? My favorite is one of them would be "Why Does It Hurt When I Pee?"
I thought you would have picked Billy the Mountain.
Yeah.
Billy the Mountain. I
Yes.
love that.
Song
Favorite
track number
comedy
7.
song.
I have it here. That's funny.
It's hard to separate the comedy from the parody on some of it. Like is Brown Shoes Don't Make It a comedy song or a parody? Or a political commentary?
Oh, now I need to know your favorite Ween song. There's just too many. Seriously, I basically love every Ween song I've heard so far.
Yeah, that's hard to answer.
New York, that's cool.
If I was ever going to own a Lou Reed album, it would be the New York album because I did own that when it came out. Believe it or not.
So you haven't watched that Lou Reed DVD I sent you, Larry?
Nope.
Not yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Morris, I have a busy life.
Oh,
He's
I
waiting
know.
for me to come over, Larry. We're going to watch it together.
Oh, I know what it's like to be busy. I am busy too. I'm so
I like
busy that
resting
I
my
won't
head
make
on Larry's lap and having a nap while he's watching his movies.
So I'm considering this my video for today, so I'm not going to be making a video today.
Well,
otherwise.
Morris, I've told you, you need to relax.
Oh, I do. Oh, yeah.
And if you don't do a video on a certain day, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Life will continue.
Yep.
And your viewers won't go away. They'll be there for you.
Oh yeah, I know who my true fans are. I appreciate everybody, of course.
Yeah, John
But I have some dedicated fans that I love.
Who else? I see Billy Joel just canceled his tour too, eh?
I saw he recently fell, like when he was on stage. And
they said he's suffering some illness or something. So
I don't know. It's not looking good for rock and roll, is it?
Yeah.
And Elton John's kind of retired and going blind, supposedly. And
Elton's going blind?
Yeah, he's partially blind at the moment.
Well, he could do a Ray Charles thing or a Stevie Wonder.
All right. Yeah, Pale Blue Eyes is my favorite Velvet Underground song. As a recovering Catholic and as a kid growing up in the 70s, 80s, when I first heard Catholic girls, we were dying laughing. Catholic girls.
I love that.
Track number 3.
Yeah.
It is a good one. It's the song that I remembered the most from this a long time ago. It was Catholic Girls. So I always loved it.
Sister Ray is my favorite Velvet Underground's song. It is awesome. You need some Velvet Underground wars.
Oh yeah, I know.
Did you know that the Velvet Underground second album, White Light, White Heat, is one of Ron Mayall's favorite albums of all time?
Yes, I heard. That's true. I heard that. Makes it worth checking out for sure.
How many people we got now, Larry?
27.
Wow.
Nice.
It's going up.
That's not bad. That's respectable.
Yeah. So what's on next? What's coming up next for you guys to purchase? What's your next? If you had a bucket list here, what are we looking at?
Well, I
I'm still trying
pre-ordered
to
the
get
Sparks Mad album.
The what album? I'm sorry.
Sparks.
Oh, okay. That's in May.
That was just some wind. Just some wind slamming a door here.
Would you buy the vinyl and the CD, or do you just buy the CD?
CD.
Yeah. I still have the Sparks record you gave me.
Yep.
When
you could trade that in, Glenn, and get lots of good money for it. That could go towards your Grateful Dead.
Oh, I'll keep it.
I like
it. It is a good album. You need to listen to it more.
It has an emotional connection.
Yeah. It's back when we were friends.
That's when we first started hanging out. It's kind of like my engagement ring.
Yeah. What is your favorite Velvet Underground song from their first album? I'm Waiting for the Man, probably. That's cool.
That's good. I do like that.
Yeah, Mrs.
Larry
Miller.
Has that. Hits. Don't you have Mrs. Miller's greatest hits?
Yep.
I'm not going to get that. That's not going to be in my
collection. You for $100, and I'll autograph it, Mrs. Miller.
Heroin, yes, I was going to say that.
That's good.
You got to love Heroin.
I mean
the song.
Yeah. Realities for people that can't face drugs.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I don't know what I want now with stuff coming out. I don't know what's coming out.
Well, I just want to catch up on some of the old stuff.
That'll probably be hot after when it shows up.
I'm hoping for more news about a new Tool album. You know, that would be awesome. Having a Tool album by the end of the year.
Are they touring?
No, not well. Kinda. They had a very disappointing show where they really made fans angry with one of their last shows, and it wasn't very popular at all. And the
story is the fans had to pay. It was like a festival, right? And they played 2 nights in a row, but the fans had to buy tickets for both shows, which they did. And then Tool ended up playing some of the same songs in both shows. Right?
Oh, that
so
sucks. You can't do that.
Yeah.
That's why I love Billy Strings. He always does it. Say he doesn't make you buy tickets for 2 shows, but the offer is there for you to buy for both nights. But he never does the same songs in the
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's one I'm interested in. I'm jumping a comment ahead. That I want to. That's coming out in end of April.
I think it's out. It might be out actually.
No, I looked. It's not out yet.
No.
Yeah, it's called Perpetual Change, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no interest in the.
I haven't watched. Have you? There's a lot of people doing videos on reviews on that Tull album. I haven't watched any of them yet, though.
Yeah.
What do you think of the reviews on the new Steven Wilson album?
Well, I watched the
he didn't seem to dig it that much. He liked some of it, but
yeah, he gave it an 8 out of 10. But he thought it was kind of weird.
I'm going to stay away from it until until I hear it. I'm not buying it. There's no way. The last 2 albums were a waste of money for me. Morris, do you get into Steve Wilson at all?
Yeah, just what Larry sent me. Yeah, Larry sent me this one.
Okay.
Which is called Insurgents.
Insurgents,
and Grace for Drowning.
Grace for Drowning's good.
Yeah, I do like them. I need to listen to them more. I mean, there's so much stuff I need to listen to.
You need to listen to Hand Cannot Erase. You'll love that freaking album.
Hand Cannot Erase is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be listening to more of that soon. Hopefully soon enough. But like I said, I was taking a break from buying CDs for a little tiny bit because I just want to catch up on listening to what I've been getting lately. And I've been getting a lot of CDs and a little little short bunch. So I want to make sure I can absorb it and take it in. That's my nourishment.
It's funny with Harmony Codex. Pocket Full of Heat says he likes the last one, huh? That one. But I found when I first listened to it, I went, "Oh, this is really good." And then after I listened to it a few times, I went, "I'm bored." Like I liked it right away, and it just didn't seem to grow on me. It just got worse, unfortunately. I think he's getting his wife too involved or something now on this new album.
She's
Not there's
talking
anything
on
wrong
it.
with that, but it's up to him. But she does some talking through it or something. I don't know. Like it just, I'm disappointed in where Steven's gone over the last. Ever since Hand Cannot Erase, he's never been able to top that.
Well,
and silence.
the sounds of silence.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when you opened up the pack,
have you listened to your Simon and Garfunkel albums, Larry?
Yep, I listened to Bridge Over Troubled Water, and it's how they cheaply made CDs back in the day, right? It was just really plain, wouldn't even show the whole back of the cover. But I'm really impressed with the sound quality, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes remastered CDs. You don't
when that album came out, there was a Sam the Record Man franchise store in the plaza by my house in Scarborough. And that morning, if you showed up at 8 a.m., the first however many people who got in line and got the album for a penny.
Wow.
And I lined up and bought it, and that's how much I paid for my Simon and Garfunkel Bridge Over Troubled Waters album, a penny. Funny. And it's a great record.
Yeah, we all like Black Sabbath. I just like the Ozzy years, and I know that Morris is a fan. And Glenn?
Yeah, just your Ozzy stuff. I've never even heard a note of anything after Ozzy left.
I just want to mention how much I love the packaging for the new digipacks.
Yeah,
they're so beautiful and nice to handle. I just love handling them because they're beautiful, especially the way the spines all match really well. It looks really nice on the shelf or on the rack in my case.
I would like to gift this stream with Most Interesting Stream of Old Time Award. Thank you.
Ethan is very easy to please, we see.
We got very nice fans. Very good people.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the Essential Paul Simon CD set yet?
Not yet. Nope.
Every time I take them out, I gotta put them back in.
I'm not going to wear that Bob Dylan and the Band t-shirt until you listen to that CD.
Yeah, I love the Who. I think that album "Who Are You" that's underrated. I really love it.
It's really good. I'm glad that you sent me that one too, Larry. You sent me that
to you. Well, I got it again. Yeah,
of course.
I really like "Who by Numbers" too, which is an underrated album.
Yeah. But it is your favorite Quadrophenia, Glenn? Yeah.
I need to hear that.
I think it takes a while to get used to it. And some people say it's bloated as a double album, but I really like it.
Yeah. I just, when I listen to all the Who albums I have, I can't believe, like Pete Townsend, he's saying a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I loved his vocals too. Like,
yeah.
Well, Bob, they're not named Bro and Sis. We've changed the names a little bit because of Glenn. Glenn did not like Bro. So we've changed it to Bo and Sissy, or Sis. Bo and Sissy. And that's it. We're not changing it again.
So Bo was named after Bo Derek, and Sissy was named after you,
Bo Derek.
Sissy was named after you, Glenn.
It's named after Beau Bridges,
Yeah.
but he
Yeah.
spells it different.
Oh, your favorite Who songs? There's too many. Young Man Blues from the Who Live at Leeds. Baba O'Reilly, of course. Won't Get Fooled Again. The
That's
Real
my favorite
Me.
right there. Won't Get Fooled Again.
Yeah.
My
I've
generation.
never seen the movie.
Yeah, the movie's fantastic. I went to the show to see that when it came out. It's really good.
Yeah. And what about Tommy? I haven't even seen Tommy.
Tommy was stupid because it was kind of campy. It wasn't
Yeah.
this. Quadrophenia was like made as a serious film.
Yeah. I actually had his solo album, Two Sides of the Moon.
I've never heard his solo albums. I really liked what's his face's album. So Entwistle, Smash Your Head Against the Wall, and that was a good record. Yeah. You're right, Ethan. It's a really good movie. I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Wow, Roger is the same age as Glenn. I did not know that.
Wow. I sing better than him now, though. Oh, Love Rain Over. Yeah, that's a great song. That'd be up there for me, too. I don't like camp. That's why I don't like Queen. I don't like. I can't really get into Sparks. I'm not going to say I don't like them.
Morris, do you think that Sparks are campy? I don't think they're campy.
No. It's clever and whimsical.
It's so campy. It could be on stage with the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's the same.
No.
Yeah,
I disagree.
Campy as hell.
I disagree.
Bad out of hell.
I find their songs super catchy.
Damn.
They're whimsical. There's always a hidden element of humor, but it's definitely not campy.
Pure camp.
It's definitely not campy. You tell them.
Poster child for camp.
I love how Morris stands up to you, Glenn, unlike me. I just suck up to you and say, Glenn, I bought you a T-shirt. Will you be my friend still?
Hey, but I want to be sending him some personal
Morris doesn't need a ride to
artwork.
the train station, and you do. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a few years to go before I catch up to Roger.
And Glenn saw the Who in concert with Keith Moon on the drums.
Twice.
Yeah. So what like seeing them live, right? What did you think of Keith Moon's drumming?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, powerful drummer.
He's just but it's weird how he drums because he doesn't really keep a beat, does he?
Well, he's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not Ringo, that's for sure.
And if you believe Alice Cooper, Alice Cooper says that everything that you ever heard about Keith Moon is real. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's really that wild and crazy guy.
He was crazy. There's a lot of stories.
Yeah.
I don't think he was my favorite of all those drummers. Like if you think Ginger Baker, John Bonham, Keith Moon, who else would you include in that mix of famous rock drummers from that era?
Jimi Hendrix drummer. He was good.
Who would be your favorite of those big 3 or 4? Ginger Baker would be my favorite, but I don't know if he was as powerful.
Probably
he was more of a jazz type drummer. But between Bonham,
I would say John Bonham from the classic stuff. Yeah, John Bonham.
Yeah,
he inspired a lot.
When you listen to an album like Quadrophenia and you hear the way Keith Moon plays on that, like that him and Entwistle own that album as far as I'm concerned.
Of course, nowadays I'm biased to Danny Carey and Neil Peart. You know, I find their drumming is my favorite kind of drumming. I love that stuff.
I was so impressed with Danny Carey when I saw him.
But for the classic, John Bonham.
He's a great drummer.
I never listened to the Who after Keith Moon passed away. I have no interest in the albums. Did you buy the later?
The only one I really like is Face Dances.
Yeah. Yeah, Mitch Mitchell, he was awesome.
What did Ernest say in reference to something Glenn asked a while ago? Why do I think all things is good? I don't think it's as good as most say it is. That's interesting. To each his own, but I think he'd be in the minority there, Ernest. I think most people think All Things Must Pass is like one of the greatest albums ever.
Now we're talking Frank Zappa.
Yeah, both. Yeah. Vinnie Colaiuta. Although Chester Thompson, Ainsley Dunbar,
Larry Graves, he was awesome in the Frank Zappa band. He really could play the drums.
Ruth Underwood was the best percussionist.
Yeah,
Zappa, I think. Cloud 9 was more
commercial,
kind of of its time. Like it was produced by. It was like right around the Wilburys time, right? They all have that same sound, whether it's the Petty one or the Jeff Lynne stuff. They all are influenced by Jeff Lynne.
My top 5 singers.
Top 5 singers, Larry, male or female. You can include them both.
I can't include any females, Glenn. I don't like female singers.
You don't really?
No, Kim Deal. I finally got that album. I love that album.
I like that. I listened to that. That was good.
John Lennon. Paul McCartney. Russell Mael of Sparks. John Anderson of Yes. And I'll throw in Kim Deal as a female.
My top favorite, of course, would be Maynard James Keenan. Yeah, definitely Maynard James Keenan. But I don't know. I'm starting to really love Russell Mael now too, like because of the range. He even has a wider range than Maynard. Maynard, you'll never hear Maynard doing falsetto like that. For my other 3, I can't really pick. I love so many different singers. I'm really getting back into the singer for Belle and Sebastian or even Matthew Sweet. I've been really digging his singing again lately. So it's hard to say. Besides Maynard and now Russell, yeah, it changes week by week.
Who's your favorites, Glenn?
I think the greatest singer of all time is Ray Charles. So
respectable.
Ray Charles, Greg Allman, Daryl Hall. I'm a huge fan of Daryl Hall's voice. Janis Joplin. I'm going to throw a woman in there. And I don't know who number 5 would be. That's tough. Maybe John Lennon.
I'm more of a King Crimson fan than Tool. I know that.
Yeah, I don't. I've never heard enough Tool to even compare the two. So
they're similar in weird ways. It's more of the style of just the way they pace out their songs and the structure of their songs. More than the sound. It's the way they structure the songs. It's very King Crimson like in many respects.
Mm-hmm.
And
the only thing Tool's missing is they don't have Robert Fripp's brain. Bill Bruford and Phil Collins were great drummers, but I'd put Bruford ahead of Phil. But
yeah.
Ray Wilson, there's the name comes up again.
He's haunting you. He's going to haunt you in your sleep.
John Lawton. Why do I know that name? Who's he from?
Uriah.
Oh, he took over in Uriah Heep, right?
Yeah. Yep. I've got. Oh, I did order 2 more Uriah Heep albums, Glenn. They're on their way at some point. Look at Yourself in Salisbury.
Oh, awesome! My 2 favorites.
Yep. John Lawton was.
It's interesting that people would pick John Lawton but wouldn't pick David Byron.
David Byron. Morris, you got to listen to Uriah Heep.
I know. Yeah. You're right. There's so much. Again, there's so much music out there to listen to. But I keep it all in mind when I go and look out in like in the used bins and stuff. I'm keeping it all in mind. If I see something like that, I mean, that's
And
why I think of the widespread
you're looking
panic
for
that I have.
CDs for me, right? Right,
You know
Morris?
what would
Yeah,
be
and
an
I mean,
interesting topic is for people who shop at used CD stores. What bands do you have trouble finding CDs of? Like, for instance, you very rarely see a used Uriah Heep CD, but you can go and pick up, like, you go into the Elton John section, you can buy every album 10 times over, or some of the more poppy stuff you can pick
Yeah.
up
but
so readily.
Madonna, they'll have like at
Yeah.
least 30 different Madonnas, and they're all like for
And
$6
no
each.
Ween.
Like, try and find,
And
I'm
no
always
weed,
looking
and no
for
weed.
Deep Purple's In Rock album on
Even
used. I never
Sparks.
see it. Never see it.
The only Sparks that I was able to ever find at a used CD store was my Hello Young Lovers.
Yeah.
And still, I
Yeah.
would trade that in to get the one with the insert because it was missing the insert, the booklet. So,
Glenn, what's your favorite Spark song?
This
You
town's
did like that one, Nothing Is As Good As They Say It Is.
Yeah, I
that's a
like
good
that
one.
song. Yeah, I do like that song. Nothing is as good as they say it is. It's the way it is.
There you
I
go,
wish I knew
Glenn.
beforehand.
I should do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, we need more Weens in stores. That's for sure.
Well, you're
Yeah.
just not going to the right stores. Those sex shops. Oh, forget it.
Except for the 2 Can albums that I got, I don't see any Can anywhere ever at all. They have the live stuff, but I'm not crazy to get the
Yeah.
live stuff.
No.
I just want studio albums.
Who's all 27 albums? Who are they referring to?
Grateful
That's
Dead.
probably King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Grateful Dead doesn't have 27 studio
No.
albums.
The King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard does. Sparks kind of has that many now, right?
Yeah.
With the new one coming out.
27? Sparks has 27 albums?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's counting the new
Uriah
one
Heep.
coming out.
Uriah
You
Heep.
saw Uriah Heep. I didn't realize they had that many either.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Happy. Here, Larry mentioned Kim Deal as a favorite singer. I'd recommend the Breeders' last Splash album if you want more Kim.
Yeah,
And
I used to own that on cassette. I used to have that on cassette. It's a good album. I would love to get that on CD.
I'll have to watch for that as well because I love that Kim Deal album.
The Breeders are good. Very good.
Need more Weens and cans in the store.
They seem to be bringing out a lot of live can stuff. Every time I go to stores, I see
Yeah,
live.
I bought one.
Yeah.
It doesn't interest me enough.
No.
Nope.
Bye, Bob. Bob's done with us. He just
Bye,
said,
Bob.
He doesn't even say thanks for
dropping by. Have a great day.
Say goodbye to your wife June for me.
And happy birthday. Yeah.
Zappa, maybe his 70s output. 60s too.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite Who live album? Larry, you missed that.
The Who live at Leeds. Where's that?
Back one.
Yeah.
It has to be live at Leeds. I don't know of any other that would even compare.
The Who's Last.
No, it's because they're such a mood-based band. It's more of just putting on a relaxing, almost like it's like background music. That's what I consider Can. Very awesome background music when you don't need to focus. But like I was listening to Future Days on Spotify just to check it out, and they had the lyrics there. So I was was it there? I was checking out the lyrics, and there is actual full lyrics to the album.
But it still doesn't make any sense.
Consequential.
Yeah.
They're not that deep.
Their drumming gives me a freaking headache. I think that's what it is. I think I'm offended by the drumming on those albums. It's too busy. It's almost like a signature of the band is to have this drumming that's just up front. And it's just too much.
I don't see it. I like it.
Yeah, you only like it because Larry likes it.
No.
I'm just teasing.
Just wait until I'm sending more
He
of
has
Petulia Clark's greatest hits. Wait till
Morris will love it. He'll put it on and say it's the greatest album he's ever heard.
No, I'm not really interested
Morris
in
will
that.
come on and she'll be going downtown where all the streets.
I like that song though. That's not a bad song at all. But I don't know. You never know. I probably would get in some of that. I do like some of those old singers. You know, I like the Patsy Cline. That's not that she's not bad.
Crazy.
You know?
I would jump off a bridge if Larry would jump off one. Yeah. It's a dare.
You tell me to jump first.
Yeah, Larry's got to
be
go
right behind you.
I need something soft to land on.
If it were bungee jumping, yeah, that'd be fun. I'd try that once. I can be adventurous.
Well, wasn't this a great live chat?
This was like one of the best live chats ever. Let's review. So we talked about
music.
Yeah, and then remember that part?
That was my favorite part of the live chat. Did I show you the t-shirt I got you?
I'm gonna leave to come home tonight because I gotta get that shirt.
Look at that. Isn't that
Larry, cool? I will be visiting and getting together with my friend Sam St. John on Tuesday night or Monday night.
Yeah. You're gonna do
and when I do send up
the Cosmic Torpedoes are back.
And when I send up that those artwork for you, Glenn, I might have a little extra stuff, something in the package too with that.
I'm going to put some stuff together for you too, Morris, at some point here.
Yeah, it's fun sending people stuff. It really is. I actually just watching the reaction. It's the best part. It really is.
Nat King Cole for me.
I'm going Nat King Cole only because I like the music better.
Yeah. Where's everybody wants a shirt.
Yeah. Well, you got to, Ethan, you come up here and drive Larry to the train station and maybe you'll get a shirt. Sports related live chats. Yeah, let's talk sports, Larry. So what do you think about the new quarterback for the Baltimore Colts?
How are the Leafs doing?
They're sucking right now, but they're still battling for first place. So
yeah. So when do the playoffs start?
I think there's about 15 games to go or something, maybe.
So they're going to make the playoffs for
sure. Yeah, they're going to be in the playoffs. Yeah, they get just as good a chance as anybody.
Yeah, I'm not interested in sports. Sports is not my thing at all.
Well, that's because Larry isn't.
Never was.
You know what, Glenn? You're just jealous that Morris likes me.
I know I am.
I like you too, Glenn. I wouldn't be sending you some artwork if I didn't.
You're a cold. Yeah, I like you too, Morris. You're a good man. I'm just teasing you.
Oh yeah, I know.
That guy played so good in the last game, which I totally watched. I don't know which guy that was.
Go Blue Jays.
Yeah, that starts. Baseball season's coming up.
Yeah, they lose in the first round.
Maybe.
Yep.
Wow.
All right.
Pretty cool.
I think I'm done. I'm going to have I'm hungry.
I'm going to jam with my son-in-law.
You're where?
I'm going to go jamming with my son-in-law.
What does he play?
Bass.
Oh, yeah. Does he play it well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a band up until a few weeks ago. They broke up.
So you brought your banjo or?
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
that's good.
be sure to check out Morris Gautreau's channel. I'll have a link for it after this in the comment section below.
Below me.
And
I might
Glenn,
not have any more videos until Monday, but after Monday, yeah, I'll be doing more
you better
videos
get
for
more
sure.
videos out, Morris.
I will.
Below
Definitely,
me.
always.
Look
Yeah.
under my legs.
Glenn, if you haven't subscribed to Glenn, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, subscribe to
What a
him.
great comment. Can you edit that for me? If you I got to use that. If you haven't subscribed to Glenn, what are you waiting for? That's my new motto. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like he got his money.
Yeah, I got to tell you guys something. We went to a freaking restaurant last night for dinner. Everything was great, and afterwards we were walking around. It's kind of a trendy area of Orlando. It's called Park Avenue, and really nice restaurant. Everything was great. And then there's a piano bar just up the street, which is kind of like an Italian restaurant, but just a guy playing like jazz on the piano, real quiet kind of place. We went in there, and my daughter Andrea and my wife Lynn ordered a glass of wine each. I just had a pop because I was driving, and we got the bill. You know how much a glass of wine was in this restaurant? One glass of wine, $23.
Ooh.
Which is about $40 Canadian, right?
Yeah, for a glass of wine.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my gosh. This
Somebody's
one glass
making a
of
profit.
wine. Oh my.
It was
That's
insane.
terrible.
Oh,
They can
the
buy a
bill
whole
came. It's like,
bottle with
what?
that. And it must have been cheap wine too.
No, I think it was probably too good, but maybe we should have asked what kind of wine it was. From probably.
I mean, for that price, wine
Maybe
is just
there were
wine.
some tariffs on it.
Oh yeah, there was something on it.
That maybe they knew you were Canadian.
Most expensive drink I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Okay, so thanks everybody for dropping by. Thanks for the
Yeah,
comments.
thank you, everybody.
Thanks for doing a chat today,
Thank you,
Larry.
Glenn.
We love you.
It's always a pleasure. I love coming on.
Yeah, we love having you,
Larry's
Morris.
the best.
Yeah, you're a good man.
I'm the best.
And Glenn is very good too. And check him out.
If you haven't subscribed to Glenn, what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Okay.
All right. Have
everybody.
a good one, everybody.
Bye.